So I often look for inspiration from other people. I like to look at people and I like to take do you know what I'm drawn to say if someone said keep away from him, he's an absolute weirdo. I would have to go and find out myself what he's like. I'm like a pissed with a curry with anyone who's a bit strange or a bit different. The wife calls me a loom magnet because if there's anyone really strange and bizarre and ridiculously just outright weird on social media, I guarantee they will find the way to me and I'll become friends with them. But I like to kind of study people and basically if there's any good ways about people, I'll take that. Do you know what I mean? And I'll think you impress me. I like that, and I'm a bit strange. I can look at other men and think I like your beard. I like the way you lined it off and all this kind of thing. But I was just looking at Paul Suggett there. Now Paul Suggett is the face of Hartlepool Radio. I made a documentary of him a couple of years back called what was it called? Too Far Too Soon, and it was about Lee Duffy. And I was just scanning through social media as you do, and he puts, and I'm one for my quotes. I kind of study Oscar Wilde, Charles Dickens, Shakespeare. I'm all these kind of different things. And Paul said something there. He went, "There's nothing more powerful than not giving a fucking life." And I was just like, do you know what? I like that. So that's going to be my word for the day. So, moral of the story is, I stopped looking at anyone else's YouTube on here last week. There's a handful of people. I think I had a look the other day. I think I followed all the toxicness and the poison that gets spouted on here with people who've got no hope in life, but they're out there and they're just ripping people to bits, and even if it's not true, it gets views. But I think I narrowed it down to about 19 people, and that's people like Danny Christie, Paul Venice, Jimmy O, and lots of Jack the Ripper pages, few Celtic pages, few boxing pages. So I don't allow anyone to pollute my head, my bad hairstyle head, with crap anymore, because I wasn't even aware. But you know what? It was bringing me down. I'd be watching stuff and I'd click on stuff, and even though I didn't know them and I didn't know what it was about, I'd be allowing it to just mess with my head. So moral of the story is, for this video, the great words of Paul Suggett is, nothing is more important in life than just not giving a shit. Do you know what I mean? So this is the first week of my life, particularly on here, I just haven't give a shit. So I don't care what's being said about me out there. I do not care. I do not give a shit. And you know what? I feel great. I feel fantastic. So I hope this video reaches anyone out there. I'm going to tag Danny Christie in it because I watched one of his videos last week, and that was one of the things that really changed me. He done a video and it was titled "What You Gonna Do About It?" And do you know what? I didn't even know why I clicked on it. I might have clicked on it thinking, oh, he's talked to someone saying what you're going to do about it. And moral of the story, it was, what you're going to do about it in life. You've got to grab life by the balls. And he was in the gym and he was getting up at 5 a.m. I draw the line at that like Danny, because I'm only just going to sleep at that. That's where my creativeness, my typing comes from, 5 a.m, because I'm hyperactive and I don't sleep. But I thought, you know what? If anyone can just take notice of this video a day, like Danny Christie done to me last week. So I'm going to say it again. Nothing is more important in life than not giving a F-U-C-K. And that's that. And I thought, yeah, I like that. Paul Suggett, I like that. So I'm going to use that today. So I'm off out. I'm going to get some chocolate. I'm going to get fatter. My hair's going to get worse because it's going to get longer. I'm going to be sleeping rough in London in 3 weeks' time. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit, because nothing is as powerful in life as not giving a F-U-C-K. Big love, Paul Suggett. Big love, Danny Christie. And listen, someone needed to see this message today. This is divine intervention. And I'm going to tag Motorsport in it as well, because he was, I don't know him, I've watched a few of his videos, but he was like, oh, I'm coming off it and that. And you don't need to come off it. You just need to be very selective with what you watch, like I am, and very selective of who you let in your life, who you let in with your bubble. And that's what I am. So I'm going to say it again. Nothing is more important, nothing is more powerful in life than not giving a, you know what I mean? Big love, people.